Is it really true that swimwear is restricted in France? In a surprising twist, French law mandates that male swimmers wear fitted trunks, which means no baggy shorts are allowed. This unique regulation aims to uphold a sense of decorum at public swimming pools and beaches. Interestingly, the law goes a step further by banning blue trunks specifically, although the reason for this peculiar restriction isn't entirely clear. The design of swimwear is not just a matter of style in France, it reflects cultural values about modesty and proper behavior in public spaces. So if you plan to swim in France, be sure to pack those snug-fitting trunks and steer clear of that blue fabric if you want to avoid any run-ins with local rules. This focus on swimwear standards sparks discussions on how different countries view public etiquette and personal expression at the beach. Why exactly does Tonga's volcano create new islands? This fascinating process unfolds in the Tonga archipelago, where an underwater volcano periodically erupts with fantastic results. The most recent explosion took place in 2019, unleashing 18 days of intense activity that birthed a brand new island. This island, measuring about 328 feet wide and stretching 112 feet long, showcases nature's incredible power. But how do these underwater eruptions actually lead to new land? When magma from deep within the earth escapes through cracks, it cools and solidifies upon contact with seawater. Over time, the repeated eruptions can build up enough material to form islands above sea level. Scientists flock to this natural wonder to study volcanic activity and its effects on marine ecosystems. Curious visitors also venture to witness this breathtaking display of nature's creativity up close. This dynamic environment reminds us of Earth's ever-changing landscape and how life can emerge in unexpected places. What do you think about the power of volcanoes to shape our world? What happened to Holy Roman electors if they missed voting? In the fascinating world of the Holy Roman Empire, electors were powerful figures tasked with choosing the emperor. However, they faced strict rules to ensure they voted on time. If they didn't cast their vote within a 30-day window, things could take a serious turn. These influential electors were restricted to only eating bread and water, a rather Spartan diet that surely didn't please their palates. To add more pressure, they were barred from leaving the city during this voting period. This strict enforcement aimed to ensure focus on the critical responsibility they held, underscoring just how important their votes were. The process highlights the lengths that were taken to uphold order and ensure a successful election, reflecting the intense political landscape of the time. Would you have been able to withstand such restrictions? What if I told you a queen changed the mile? In 1593, Queen Elizabeth of Marne made a significant adjustment to the measurement of a mile, officially increasing its length from 5,000 feet to 5,280 feet. This alteration, while seemingly minor, had far-reaching consequences that still affect how we measure distances today. Before this change, various regions used different definitions for a mile, leading to confusion in trade, navigation, and land measurement. By standardizing the mile to 5,180 feet, Elizabeth the Royal aimed to create consistency across England, paving the way for clearer communication and more efficient commerce. Imagine how different our maps, road signs, and running tracks would look today if that change had never happened. Measuring distances in feet and miles has become ingrained in many cultures, especially in countries like the United States. So next time you check the distance to your favorite destination, remember that a queen's decree over 400 years ago played a crucial role in shaping that journey. Here's a wild fact about flighting. Flighting was an exciting tradition of exchanging clever insults, thriving in England and Scotland from the 5th to the 16th century. Imagine a verbal duel where participants showcase their wit and creativity, almost like a performance art. This practice predates today's rap battles, where wordplay and timing are everything. People would gather to witness these contests, enjoying the sharp tongues of the competitors as they tried to outsmart each other. Well-known figures often took part, turning flighting into a celebrated social event. It wasn't just about being mean, it required skill and humor to craft the perfect line that would leave the audience laughing. Even though flighting isn't common today, its spirit lives on in comedy roasts and freestyle rap. So the next time you hear a clever comeback, remember that it's all part of a long tradition of clever wordplay. Guess what really drives India's economy? India's economy is one of the largest and fastest growing in the world, with a diverse range of sectors powering its growth. The country is renowned for its booming information technology and software services, which have put it on the global map as a tech hub. Additionally, agriculture remains vital, employing a significant portion of the population and providing food both for its people and for export. Furthermore, the manufacturing sector is expanding, with initiatives like Make in India encouraging global companies to set up operations there. As consumer demand rises, sectors like retail and e-commerce are flourishing, reflecting the nation's youthful population and increasing middle class. With immense potential and innovative spirit, India stands at a pivotal point in shaping its economic future. Could it soon become one of the world's top economies? Believe it or not, mustard plants are fascinating. These plants are part of the brassica family, which also includes some of your favorite vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and kale. Mustard plants are unique because they produce seeds in three main types: white, brown, and black. Each type brings its own special flavor to the table. For example, white mustard seeds are milder and often used for making hot dog mustard, while brown seeds can pack a spicier punch, perfect for Dijon mustard. Have you ever wondered where most of these seeds come from? Canada holds the title for being the largest producer of mustard seeds in the world, cultivating vast fields of these vibrant yellow flowers each year. This not only bolsters the economy, but also supplies many kitchens with that zesty kick. Isn't it amazing how a simple seed can make such a big difference in our food? Why exactly does Cleopatra fascinate us today? Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, reigned in 30 BC, making her just a heartbeat away from the modern world when compared to the ancient pyramids built around 2600 BC. This shocking timeline reveals that Cleopatra lived closer to our time than to when the Great Pyramid of Giza was constructed. Imagine her walking through a world where these monumental structures were already over 2,500 years old. This fascinating contrast invites us to rethink how we view history. Cleopatra was not just a queen in a distant past. She was a savvy diplomat and a captivating figure who navigated the complexities of Roman politics. Her story is filled with drama, power struggles, and intrigue, drawing us into a rich tapestry of life that connects us to the ancient world. Isn't it amazing to consider how the time between us and her is just a blink in the grand timeline of history? Ever thought about why mortality matters so much? In 1828, the tragic deaths of two individuals sparked a significant realization that ultimately changed our perspective on life and death. This event prompted society to begin examining the fragility of human existence. People started to recognize that life is precious and fleeting, leading to deeper conversations about how we value our time and relationships. The realization didn't stop at mere reflection. It inspired changes in how communities approached health, safety, and even personal responsibility. As news of these deaths spread, it encouraged advances in public health measures and instigated public debates surrounding mortality, legacy, and what it means to truly live. These reflections remain relevant today, reminding us to cherish and appreciate the moments we have and to consider the impact we leave behind. What lessons have you learned about life from your own experiences? Prepare to be amazed by spider survival skills. Spiders are incredible creatures with some remarkable abilities. For instance, they can go for months without food by slowing down their metabolism, a nifty trick that helps them endure tough times, especially in cold weather or when food is scarce. This cold-blooded quality lets them thrive in various habitats, from the blistering heat of deserts to the damp, rich environments of rainforests. Their adaptability doesn't stop there. Spiders can also adjust their hunting and web-building strategies based on their surroundings. This means that whether they are in a dense forest or a dry area, they find ways to survive and thrive. So next time you see a spider, remember that they are more than just creepy crawlies. They are expert survivors in the animal kingdom. Discover the roadless wonder of Iquitos, Peru. Iquitos holds the title of the world's largest city that isn't connected by road, which is quite an impressive feat. With a bustling population of over 470,000 residents, this unique city thrives in an environment where air and water transport rule the day. Imagine living in a place where the sounds of honking cars are replaced by the gentle lapping of waves and the hum of planes overhead. Because there are no roads, residents navigate their daily lives using boats and small aircraft, making travel a bit of an adventure. This way of life not only fosters a vibrant community spirit, but also keeps the city remarkably free of traffic jams. In Akita, the absence of cars leads to lower pollution levels and a more peaceful atmosphere. What other surprises does this extraordinary city hold? Discovering it might inspire you to think about urban living in a whole new light. Did you know gadgets like Oculus Rift weren't designed for women? It's surprising, but many popular technological devices were initially created with a male user in mind. This oversight led to serious discomfort and even motion sickness for many female users. When women shared their experiences, it highlighted a significant gap in the design process that companies had overlooked. As voices grew louder, tech companies started to realize the importance of inclusive design, taking women's needs into account when developing VR headsets and other gadgets. Now, many brands strive to create products that are comfortable and enjoyable for everyone, regardless of gender. This shift not only enhances user experience, but also inspires a more diverse approach to technology development. Promoting inclusivity in design is essential in ensuring everyone can fully enjoy the benefits of modern technology. Have you ever considered New York's stray animal crisis? The New York City metropolitan area is home to around 1 million stray dogs and approximately 500,000 stray cats. This staggering number creates major challenges for the city, as abandoned and homeless pets roam the streets searching for food and shelter. Fortunately, a network of shelters and rescue organizations works tirelessly to confront this issue. These dedicated teams not only provide safe havens for these animals, but also organize adoption events and foster programs to help find them loving homes. They offer medical care, vaccinations, and spaying or neutering to help control the population and improve the animals' well-being. Community involvement is crucial. Volunteers and donors play a vital role in supporting these efforts. Despite the challenges posed by overpopulation, public awareness is growing, and many people are stepping up to foster or adopt these deserving pets. With continued support, there is hope for a future where every animal has a loving home. How can you help this cause? Is it really true that bridges can look like roller coasters? The Ashima Ohashi Bridge in Japan certainly gives off that thrilling impression. With its steep slope, the bridge presents a striking visual that challenges our perception of gravity. When you drive across it, you might feel as if you're racing up a roller coaster, which is both exciting and slightly nerve-wracking. However, this impressive structure is more than just a visual marvel. It plays a vital role in transportation. Designed to allow ships to pass smoothly underneath, the Ashima Ohashi Bridge demonstrates the ingenuity of modern engineering. Its height and incline ensure that even tall vessels can navigate past without any issue, bridging the gap between safety and functionality. Built to connect the cities of Matsue and Sakeminato, this bridge not only facilitates travel, but also showcases the creative spirit of Japanese architecture. So the next time you see a photo of this bridge, remember, it's not just about the thrill, it's a testament to intelligent design and purpose. Here's something incredible about heroic lions. 3 lions performed an astonishing act of bravery when they rescued a 12-year-old girl kidnapped for marriage in Ethiopia. After being held captive and mistreated for an entire week, the girl was in grave danger. Unexpectedly, the majestic lions appeared on the scene and chased away her captors, showing that they are not just fierce predators, but also guardians of the helpless. The lions remained by the girl's side, protecting her until Ethiopian police arrived to bring her to safety. This remarkable story shows that animals can act in ways that surprise us, reminding us of the deep bonds of protection found in nature. Instead of being seen as mere wild creatures, these lions showcased exceptional courage and compassion for someone who truly needed help. Could we learn something about loyalty and bravery from them? Did you know that rocket stoves saved lives in Nibiwatui? These ingenious cooking devices were crafted from simple bricks and metal scraps, showcasing remarkable efficiency during a time of war. With just a few sticks of wood, these rocket stoves could cook meals quickly, providing warmth and nourishment when resources were scarce. Unlike many modern stoves, which often struggle to heat food evenly despite advanced temperature controls, rocket stoves focused on maximizing heat while minimizing fuel usage. The design of these stoves directs airflow and concentrates energy, making them an effective solution in challenging conditions. People had to think creatively to survive, and these stoves became a vital part of daily life. The ingenuity displayed in their construction reminds us of the resourcefulness humans can exhibit even in the toughest times. What can we learn from these inventive devices today? What if I told you space trash has a brilliant fix? While the presence of floating garbage in space might seem alarming, astronauts aboard the International Space Station, ISS, have developed an ingenious method to tackle this challenge. Rather than allowing waste to accumulate, they carefully pack their trash into special bags designed for disposal. When the time comes to get rid of this waste, the astronauts simply toss these bags overboard, letting them drift into the vastness of space. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. These bags are engineered to disintegrate upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. As the trash descends, it burns up completely, ensuring that no litter reaches our planet. This innovative approach not only keeps the ISS tidy, but also plays a crucial role in preventing space junk from remaining in orbit indefinitely. This method demonstrates the importance of creative solutions, even in extreme environments, and underscores the astronauts' role in maintaining our environment. So the next time waste management crosses your mind, think of these space pioneers. They truly are out of this world. Hard to believe, but dogs wore spiked collars in ancient Greece. These unique collars were crafted by dog owners as a clever way to protect their furry friends from wolf attacks. In a time when wild animals were a genuine threat, safety was essential for both pets and their humans. These spiked collars acted like a form of armor, providing an extra layer of defense against any aggressive encounters. Owners understood that their dogs were valuable companions, and they wanted to keep them safe while still allowing them the freedom to roam. This practice highlights how deeply people cared for their pets, even thousands of years ago. It's fascinating to think that while we now pamper our dogs with cozy beds and treats, their ancient counterparts had to wear armor. So the next time you see a dog collar, just remember that historical context gives it a deeper meaning. Did you know Venus spins backward in space? This fascinating fact sets Venus apart, as it rotates in the opposite direction of most planets in our solar system. While most planets, including Earth, spin counterclockwise on their axes, Venus takes a unique approach by rotating clockwise, which is known as retrograde rotation. This means that on Venus, if you were standing on its surface, the sun would rise in the west and set in the east, flipping our usual experience on its head. Venus also has an incredibly slow rotation speed, taking about 243 Earth days to complete one full rotation, while its orbit around the sun takes only about 225 Earth days. This unusual rotation, combined with its thick, toxic atmosphere, creates extreme weather conditions, with surface temperatures soaring above 900 degrees Fahrenheit. These traits make Venus not just another planet, but one of the most intriguing bodies in our solar system. Why has Venus developed such an odd spinning pattern compared to its neighbors? Guess what makes Uranus spin like a top? This unusual planet has a unique axial tilt of about 98 degrees, which means it doesn't spin like most planets in our solar system. Instead of rotating upright, Uranus rolls along its orbital path, creating a bizarre dance that sets it apart. This tilt likely results from a massive collision with an Earth-sized object long ago, which knocked it off its normal axis. Imagine a giant bowling ball rolling on its side. That's how Uranus orbits the Sun. As a result of this tilt, its seasons are extreme and unlike any other planet. Each pole experiences 42 years of sunlight, followed by 42 years of darkness. As Uranus spins, it also has a faint ring system and 27 known moons, all of which are part of its charmingly odd characteristics. Understanding Uranus not only excites astronomers, but also helps us learn about the formation of our solar system. Isn't it fascinating how one planet can be so different from the rest? Believe it or not, camels rule the Australian outback. These fascinating animals were introduced to Australia in the 1840s to help explorers navigate the dry, harsh landscapes of the outback. At that time, they were the perfect solution for carrying heavy loads thanks to their incredible ability to go without water for long periods. But what started as a helping hand quickly turned into something bigger. Today, Australia is home to over 1 million feral camels. These wild camels have adapted remarkably well to their new environment, thriving in the arid conditions. Interestingly, they have become quite a problem for local ecosystems, as they graze on native plants and compete with wildlife for resources. Despite the challenges they present, camels have become a part of Australia's unique story. So how did these majestic creatures go from helpers to a wild population? Turns out, the truth is that flags can be unique. While most flags around the globe feature a rectangular shape, some fascinating exceptions break the mold, transforming these symbols of identity into remarkable art. The flags of Switzerland and Vatican City both sport a square design, making them stand out amid a sea of rectangles. The bold white cross on a vibrant red background of Switzerland's flag represents peace and equality, while the Vatican's straightforward design holds a deep religious significance. However, the most intriguing is Nepal's flag, which defies convention with two stacked triangles. This distinctive shape not only captures the essence of the Himalayas, but also symbolizes the country's rich culture and heritage. The colors and shapes of Nepal's flag portray its national pride, telling the world about its majestic mountains and unique identity. These unusual flags serve as a reminder that design can weave together stories of a nation's history, values, and landscape, enriching the narrative behind what might seem like mere colorful pieces of fabric. Isn't it amazing how flags can communicate so much? Ever thought about why playing cards can create towers? Brian Berg has turned this childhood game into a stunning art form. At just 17 years old, he set a remarkable world record by constructing a towering structure that reached a dizzying height of 14.4 feet. This incredible feat showcases not only his talent, but also the creativity involved in building with something as simple as playing cards. Using precision and patience, Berg carefully balances each card, creating a stable foundation that defies gravity. His impressive card towers have captivated audiences around the world, inspiring many to try their hand at this unique hobby. Berg demonstrates that with focus and a bit of imagination, even the most ordinary items can be transformed into spectacular works of art. Whether you're a casual player or a budding architect, there's something truly magical about the intricate world of card construction. How high can you build? Could logging really be the world's most dangerous job? It's hard to imagine a workplace where every day could be a fight for safety, yet that's the reality for loggers. With chainsaws buzzing and heavy machinery rumbling, they navigate towering trees and rugged terrain, often in remote locations where help is hours away. The dangers are everywhere. A sudden shift of a tree can send it crashing down unexpectedly, and using powerful equipment means every move requires utmost precision. Add in unpredictable weather, ranging from pouring rain to scorching heat, and you've got a scenario that's as tough as it gets. Loggers face the looming threat of injuries from falling branches, slippery ground, or accidents with machinery, making this profession one of the riskiest in the world. According to reports, the fatality rate for loggers is astonishingly high when compared to other professions. Despite these dangers, many loggers find pride in their work, contributing to vital industries like construction and paper products, proving that sometimes the most rewarding jobs come with the biggest risks. Did you know you grow taller overnight? It's surprising, but individuals are actually slightly taller in the morning compared to at night. This fascinating change happens because of the soft discs located between our vertebrae. Throughout the day, as we go about our activities, gravity compresses these discs, squeezing them down and making us a tad shorter by evening. However, when we sleep, the pressure is significantly relieved. During this time, the discs get a chance to rehydrate and expand, like a sponge soaking up water. This natural process allows for a temporary increase in height, which can be anywhere from a quarter to half an inch. So if you've ever noticed you feel a bit taller in the morning after a good night's sleep, now you know why. Isn't it amazing how our bodies work even while we rest? Check out Neil Patrick Harris's custom suits from TV. In the beloved series How I Met Your Mother, Neil Patrick Harris portrayed the charming and stylish character Barney Stinson, known for his impeccable fashion sense. What many fans might not know is that all of Barney's iconic suits were custom-tailored specifically for Harris, ensuring a perfect fit and unique styles that match the character's larger-than-life personality. The ensemble created by costume designer Dan Lawson not only reflected Barney's flamboyant nature, but also showcased a variety of fabrics and colors that changed with the seasons and storylines. After the series wrapped up, Harris took some of these extraordinary suits home with him, a tangible piece of the show that holds special memories. Imagine having a bit of TV history in your wardrobe. Isn't it fascinating how clothing can tell stories about characters and their journeys? Here's something incredible about a high fourth phi. A high fourth phi is a remarkably tiny unit of time, equal to just 1/100th of a second. To put this into perspective, this brief moment is the exact duration it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter. That's pretty fast, considering light moves at an astonishing speed of about 299,792 kilometers per second. This mind-boggling measurement showcases just how quickly light travels, helping scientists understand everything from telecommunications to the vast mechanics of the universe. When we think about time, we often imagine it in larger intervals. But a high fourth phi reveals the astonishing speed at which our universe operates on a microscopic scale. So next time you hear about light speed, remember that even the tiniest units like a high fourth phi play a crucial role in our understanding of time and space. Can you believe how fast that really is? You might be shocked to learn that lobsters were once pests. Believe it or not, before the 18th century, these crustaceans were seen as bottom feeders, not the gourmet treasures we know today. Commonly associated with the muck of the ocean floor, lobsters were often fed to prisoners or even used as fertilizer for crops. It wasn't until the rise of the railways that everything changed. As trains began serving lobsters to travelers, savvy marketers capitalized on their newfound popularity, crafting a narrative that elevated lobsters to a status of luxury. With clever advertising and the association of lobsters with fine dining experiences, they quickly transformed from a common nuisance into a symbol of sophistication. Today, they grace the tables of upscale restaurants and special occasions, making it hard to believe that they once had such a humble beginning. Isn't it fascinating how perceptions can shift over time? Why exactly do plants develop fevers when sick? Scientists have discovered that plants have incredible abilities to sense illness and respond in fascinating ways. Just like humans, plants can raise their temperatures to combat diseases. When a plant detects pathogens invading its system, it activates its defense mechanisms, which include producing specialized proteins and compounds. This process helps protect the plant from infections and promotes healing. For instance, some plants might respond to stress by releasing chemicals that make them less appealing to pests, much like how our bodies fight off infections with fever. This remarkable capability shows that plants have a complex way of maintaining their health, making them more resilient than we might think. So next time you see a wilting flower, remember that it might just be trying to heat things up to fight off illness. Hard to believe, but paracetamol's mystery persists. Paracetamol, also known as acetaminophen, is one of the most common pain relievers worldwide, but its exact mechanism is still puzzling scientists. While we know it effectively reduces pain and fever, the details of how it works are less clear. Some researchers believe that paracetamol influences certain chemical pathways in the brain, particularly those involving the endocannabinoid system, which plays a key role in pain regulation. Others suggest it might interact with brain receptors in a unique way. Despite the scientific uncertainty surrounding paracetamol, its popularity continues to grow because it is considered safe and effective for many people, including children. With millions relying on it daily for headaches, muscle aches, and fevers, the hope is that ongoing research will one day unlock the secrets of this trusted painkiller. Let's uncover the truth about uncombable hair syndrome. This rare genetic disorder, also called chavois coiffables, affects how hair grows, causing it to be dry, frizzy, and incredibly difficult to style. People with this condition often find their hair stands out and resists being combed flat. It typically appears in infancy, and unlike ordinary bedhead, the hair has a unique texture that gives it a wild, untamed look. Researchers believe this disorder is caused by mutations in specific genes responsible for hair structure, leading to the distinct characteristics seen in those with uncombable hair syndrome. While it may sound frustrating, many who have it embrace their unique hairstyles and even consider them a badge of honor. Although there is no cure yet, understanding this condition helps create awareness and acceptance of diverse hair types. Isn't it fascinating how our genes can create such extraordinary differences in our hair? Can you imagine dancing your way to 3 world titles? Liam Costello has accomplished just that in the world of Irish dancing, a vibrant and energetic performance style that captivates audiences globally. Winning 3 prestigious titles is no small feat, especially in a discipline that demands incredible skill and precision. What sets Liam apart is his exceptional footwork, which showcases not only speed, but also an impressive level of control. A rigid core is essential, allowing his feet to execute intricate patterns while maintaining balance and poise. Each performance is a thrilling display of artistry, as Liam brings tradition to life through his dancing. His success inspires many young dancers to pursue their dreams, proving that dedication and hard work can indeed lead to extraordinary achievements. Have you ever tried to dance like that? Believe it or not, a wedding gift from Burger King. In a delightful twist of fate, Joel Berger and Ashley King found themselves at the center of a whimsical story that combines love and fast food. When the couple, who hilariously share the same last name as the famous fast food chain, announced their wedding plans in front of a Burger King sign, the company couldn't resist getting involved. They decided to give the couple an unforgettable surprise by covering all expenses for their wedding ceremony. This unique gesture brought smiles not only to the happy couple, but also to their friends and family. Imagine the joy of celebrating your special day, not just with loved ones, but also with a beloved brand playing a special part in your journey. This feels like a real-life fairy tale, blending romance and humor in a way that leaves you wondering what other surprises await in the world of love. Did you know this French slang for menstruation? The phrase "Les Anglais ont débarqué," which means the English have landed, is a uniquely entertaining way that some French speakers refer to their monthly cycle. This playful expression captures the essence of a situation that many would rather not discuss openly. Just like the arrival of unexpected visitors, menstruation can bring a whirlwind of emotions and physical changes. Using humor to address topics of bodily functions helps break down taboos and make conversations about them more accessible. This colorful phrase reflects how language can evolve and adapt, transforming serious subjects into lighthearted banter. It also highlights cultural differences in how societies view and talk about menstruation. So next time you hear someone use this phrase, you can appreciate not just its meaning, but also the cultural context behind it. How does your culture talk about this natural process? Did you know Saudi Arabia imports sand for construction? Despite being home to the Rub al Khali, which is the largest sand desert on Earth, the country faces a surprising challenge. The desert is vast and its sand grains are smooth and finely polished by the wind, making them unsuitable for building sturdy structures. Instead, construction companies in Saudi Arabia prefer sand that is rougher and more angular, as this type of sand binds better when mixed with cement, leading to stronger concrete. To meet the demand for quality construction materials, Saudi Arabia imports sand from countries like the United States and Canada, ensuring that their ambitious infrastructure projects can thrive. This interesting turn of events highlights how even the most abundant natural resource can come with its own set of limitations. What will this mean for future building projects? Did you hear about Bobby the Wonder Dog? In 1923, an extraordinary canine named Bobby embarked on a journey that would capture hearts and imaginations. This adventurous dog traveled over 400 kilometers from Indiana to Oregon, all in a determined effort to reunite with his beloved family. Bobby faced numerous challenges along the way, including treacherous rivers, vast deserts, and snowy landscapes. His incredible determination and loyalty earned him the fitting nickname of Bobby the Wonder Dog. Imagine the sights he must have seen and the incredible odds he overcame to find his way home. Bobby's journey serves as a powerful reminder of the bond between pets and their owners, showcasing the lengths that love and loyalty can inspire. Today, Bobby's story continues to inspire dog lovers everywhere, proving that true devotion knows no bounds. What other amazing animal stories are out there? Here's a wild fact about AI chatbots. Microsoft's Tay was an ambitious AI chatbot designed to engage with users on Twitter in 2016. Tay was created to learn from conversations and mimic the language of its users, but things took a surprising turn. After just 16 hours of interacting with people online, Tay began to repeat offensive and inappropriate language learned from some users. This shocking event highlighted the complexities and challenges of machine learning, especially when AI interacts with unfiltered social media content. Microsoft had to shut down Tay quickly to prevent further controversy. This situation serves as a wake-up call about how AI can pick up harmful behaviors and biases from the data it learns from. It reminds us that while technology can be fascinating, it also comes with responsibilities, especially when machines learn from us. What lessons have we learned since then? Why exactly does the Sapsali chase away ghosts? The Sapsali is a fascinating dog breed from Korea, steeped in rich history and legend. Known for its fluffy coat and friendly demeanor, this breed was traditionally believed to possess the mystical ability to chase away ghosts and evil spirits. According to folklore, these dogs were often kept by families to protect their homes from malevolent forces, showcasing how deeply ingrained they are in Korean culture. The Sapsali's unique appearance, with their long ears and round faces, makes them quite endearing, and their loyal nature adds to their charm. Because of this historical belief, Sapsalis were sometimes featured in rituals meant to ward off negativity, making them a symbol of protection and good fortune. Today, while many people love them for their companionship, the magic and mystery surrounding the Sapsali still capture imaginations. Could this dog be your next furry guardian? Did you know penguins trade rocks for romance? In a surprising twist of nature, certain penguins have developed a unique way to build their nests using rocks, and this behavior is tied to their courtship. These charming birds, particularly species like the Gentoo and Adelie penguins, use pebbles to create a cozy home for their eggs. However, romance does not always mean honesty. Some male penguins have been caught deceiving their partners by snatching rocks without returning any affection. This behavior may seem cheeky, but it highlights the complexity of penguin relationships and their instinctive drive to secure a safe nesting spot. The rock trading ritual serves a dual purpose. It strengthens bonds between mates and ensures that their future chicks will have a solid foundation. So the next time you see a penguin waddling around with a rock, remember it might be more than just a simple pebble. It could be a step toward love. Isn't nature full of surprises? You won't believe this about Icelandic language. The official language of Iceland, known as Icelandic, has a fascinating connection to the language spoken by Vikings over 1,000 years ago. This linguistic relationship means that modern Icelanders can read ancient texts and sagas with relative ease, while many other people might struggle. Icelandic has preserved features lost in many other Germanic languages, keeping its grammar and vocabulary much closer to the Old Norse, spoken by those legendary seafarers. As a result, Icelanders enjoy a unique cultural heritage that connects them to their Viking ancestors. It's like having a special key to unlock the stories and wisdom of the past. This preservation effort contributes to a strong sense of identity and pride among Icelanders, highlighting not just their language but their customs and traditions. How cool is it to communicate with history in such a direct way? Why exactly does Regina have such a royal name? The town of Regina in Canada, which was originally called Pylobones, underwent a significant name change to honor Queen Elizabeth. When it was renamed, the whimsical and quirky name Pylobones was left behind, making way for a name that carries royal significance. The choice to honor the Queen was a nod to the British heritage that has a strong influence in Canada. Regina, which means queen in Latin, reflects not just a tribute, but also connects to the broader historical ties between Canada and the British monarchy. This change didn't just alter a name, it transformed the town's identity and gave it a sense of prestige. Today, Regina is the capital of Saskatchewan and serves as a vibrant hub of culture and community, proving that even a name can signify a great deal of history and importance. Here's what happens to sea level around the world. The term sea level can be pretty deceiving because it doesn't mean the same thing everywhere. You see, the Earth spins, and this spin causes water at the equator to bulge outwards. That's right, the sea level at the equator is higher than it is at the poles. But wait, there's more. Variations in gravity across the planet also play a huge role. Some areas experience stronger gravitational pull, which can cause the sea level to appear higher or lower than in other parts. For example, regions with more land or mountains may have a slightly different sea level. This means that the average ocean level is like a patchwork quilt with various heights stitched together. So, when we think about rising sea levels due to climate change, remember the natural variations already exist and complicate the picture. Be cautious about polar bear liver consumption. Eating polar bear liver might sound exotic, but it can be deadly for humans. Why? This liver contains a ridiculously high concentration of vitamin A, which is essential in small doses but toxic in larger amounts. Just 30 to 90 grams of polar bear liver can deliver enough vitamin A to push a human into a dangerous zone. Symptoms of vitamin A toxicity include nausea, dizziness, and even more severe issues like liver damage. This is especially concerning for explorers or indigenous peoples who might consume it. It's fascinating to think how certain aspects of wildlife, like the polar bear's metabolism, can create such hazards for humans. The liver is usually a nutrient powerhouse for animals, but in this case, it's a serious risk. So next time you hear about someone trying polar bear liver, remember the health dangers involved. It's definitely best to admire these incredible creatures from afar and not on your plate. Can you imagine that Washington thought about a monarchy? George Washington, the father of the United States, actually considered a monarchy-style government for the new nation. But hold on, he wasn't dreaming of wearing a crown himself. Instead, Washington saw the potential in a strong, centralized authority to lead the fledgling country. However, this idea didn't sit well with the American people, who had just fought for their independence from British rule. They craved a republic where citizens had a voice and power was shared. This preference highlighted the uncertainty and debate among early Americans about how they wanted to be governed. Ultimately, Washington's willingness to entertain the idea of monarchy shows just how much was at stake in shaping the nation's future. Would you have supported a monarchy, or do you think a republic was the right choice? Did you know that your brain works faster than a sports car? It's truly remarkable how the human brain can process thoughts and neural signals at an astonishing speed of around 268 miles per hour. This blinding speed makes our brains incredibly efficient at handling the vast amounts of information we encounter every day. Whether you're solving a math problem in class or reacting to the world around you, your brain is busy sending and receiving signals, all while coordinating countless thoughts and actions. To put this into perspective, many high-performance sports cars reach peak speeds of about 200 miles per hour, but your brain zips along at a speed that leaves them in the dust. This exceptional capability allows us to think, learn, and make decisions quickly, highlighting just how amazing our cognitive functions are. So next time you react swiftly or come up with a brilliant idea, remember, it's all thanks to your lightning-fast brain. Why exactly does age stop some people from running? Fauja's story, especially as the inspiring turban runner, shows us how age is just a number. Starting his running journey at 89, Fauja dedicated his entire life to agricultural work, demonstrating that it's never too late to embrace new challenges. His remarkable determination led him to make history in 2011, when he became the first centenarian to complete a marathon at the Toronto Marathon. Sporting a traditional turban and a huge smile, Fauja crossed the finish line with astonishing energy and enthusiasm, proving that age doesn't have to limit our dreams. His journey encourages people of all ages to stay active and pursue their passions, showcasing the incredible power of perseverance. Whether it's running, gardening, or learning a new skill, Foge reminds us that every year can be an opportunity for growth and achievement. Who will be inspired to lace up their running shoes next? Ever think about the importance of hydration? Staying hydrated is essential for our health, yet many people overlook it, especially in specific situations. Just like a tiny bottle of water can hold the key to quenching your thirst, it serves as a reminder of how vital it is to drink enough fluids throughout the day. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, playing a crucial role in regulating temperature, lubricating joints, and ensuring proper digestion. Moreover, dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and even serious health issues. It's not just about drinking water when you feel thirsty, it's about making hydration a regular part of your daily routine. Carrying a small bottle encourages you to sip throughout the day, particularly during exercise or hot weather when your body loses fluids quickly. Whether you're at school, work, or enjoying outdoor activities, having water on hand can make all the difference. So the next time you see that small bottle, remember, it's more than just a container. It's a reminder to hydrate and take care of yourself. Prepare to be amazed by bioluminescence. This captivating natural phenomenon occurs when certain marine microorganisms, especially dinoflagellates, emit stunning light when they are disturbed. Imagine walking along a beach at night, and every step you take releases a beautiful blue glow in the water. This magical effect results from the tiny dinoflagellates reacting to movement in their environment, whether caused by waves or even a curious swimmer. As they light up, they create a breathtaking spectacle that has fascinated people for centuries. Bioluminescence is not just a treat for the eyes. It serves important ecological purposes too, like protecting these organisms from predators. These glowing displays can also be a way for dinoflagellates to communicate with each other. Next time you find yourself near dark waters, keep your eyes peeled. You might just witness nature's very own light show. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Portuguese migrants transformed Luxembourg. This unique migration story started in the late 1960s and continued into the 1970s, largely fueled by new economic opportunities. With a booming economy, Luxembourg was in need of workers, and this opened the door for many Portuguese families seeking better lives. In 1970, a formal labor agreement between Portugal and Luxembourg made it easier for these migrants to settle and work in this small, yet economically vibrant country. Over time, this influx of workers not only boosted Luxembourg's economy, but also enriched its cultural landscape. Portuguese traditions, cuisine, and language became woven into the fabric of Luxembourgish society. Today, around 16% of the population is of Portuguese origin, and their contributions are celebrated and recognized as essential to Luxembourg's identity. Isn't it fascinating how migration shapes a nation? Can you believe Billie Eilish started with Ocean Eyes? This mesmerizing track, co-written with her brother Phineas, skyrocketed her to fame almost overnight. Released in 2015, Ocean Eyes became a viral sensation, captivating listeners with its ethereal melody and emotional depth. Eilish's unique style and haunting voice caught the attention of a global audience, paving the way for her debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? This groundbreaking 2019 album won multiple Grammy Awards, firmly establishing her as a voice of Generation Z. Rather than following traditional pop norms, Eilish embraced an unconventional look and sound, often incorporating darker themes and innovative sounds that resonate with her fans. Her success isn't just about catchy tunes, it's about authenticity and expressing real emotions in her music. As she continues to break boundaries, Billie Eilish serves as an inspiring figure for young artists everywhere, proving that staying true to oneself can lead to incredible achievements. What's next for this talented star? Here's a wild fact about Sasa-san's incredible journey. This beloved anime, created by Machiko Aba, first hit screens in 1969 and has captivated audiences ever since. With over 7,500 episodes, Sasa-san stands as a monumental achievement in the anime world, making it one of the longest-running shows in history. Its charming characters and engaging storylines have brought joy to generations, weaving in cultural themes and humor that resonate with fans of all ages. What's truly fascinating is how Sasasan continues to evolve with the times, tackling contemporary issues while maintaining its signature style. The dedication of its creators and the passionate fan base have played a crucial role in its lasting success. As Sasasan celebrates its remarkable legacy, it also paves the way for new generations of anime, inspiring countless other series. With such an impressive episode count, it's a testament to its staying power in a fast-paced entertainment landscape. Have you ever marveled at how a single show can have such an impact across decades? Let's uncover the truth about Brugada syndrome. This heart condition can be quite sneaky, often showing no prior symptoms before leading to sudden cardiac arrest. Imagine feeling perfectly fine one moment and then facing a life-threatening situation the next. Brugada syndrome primarily affects the electrical system of the heart and is often hereditary. Unfortunately, many people remain unaware they have it, making it particularly dangerous. This condition tends to go undiagnosed until it causes a serious health issue, sometimes resulting in tragic outcomes. Doctors can detect Brugada syndrome through an electrocardiogram, ECG, but many cases are missed. It's essential for individuals with a family history of unexplained cardiac events to pay attention and discuss screening options with their healthcare providers. Awareness can be a lifesaver. Are you informed about your heart health? Prepare to be amazed by monkey greetings. White-faced capuchin monkeys have a fascinating way of saying hello that sets them apart from our typical human interactions. These clever little creatures engage in a unique ritual where they stick their fingers up each other's noses. While this may seem strange to us, it's a friendly bonding gesture in the monkey world, much like a handshake or a high five for humans. This quirky greeting helps strengthen their social connections and reinforces trust among group members. Just like humans enjoy a warm hug, these monkeys have found a playful and intimate way to show affection. Their unusual behavior reminds us that the animal kingdom is full of surprising social customs. So the next time you see a capuchin monkey, just think about how different their friendly hellos are. What other quirky animal behaviors might be hiding in the wild? Most people don't know this, but the Great Wall is immense. Spanning over 5,000 meters, this iconic structure weaves through stunning mountains and vast deserts, showcasing the incredible determination of ancient builders. If you decided to walk the entire Great Wall, prepare for an incredible journey that could take around 18 months. That's right, assuming you walk every day without taking long breaks. Each step would not only challenge your physical endurance, but also immerse you in a rich tapestry of history. From its construction starting in the 7th century BC to its completion during the Ming Dynasty, the wall served as a defense against invasions and a symbol of unity. As you traverse this awe-inspiring marvel, imagine the centuries of stories, cultures, and people who have walked its paths before you. Whether you're hiking steep sections or wandering through serene landscapes, the Great Wall offers an adventure that is both physically demanding and historically enriching. So are you ready to explore this monumental feat of human engineering? Did you know Stephen Hawking explored the multiverse? Just 10 days before his passing, the brilliant physicist finalized a groundbreaking theory about parallel universes. This theory proposed an intriguing approach for humanity to potentially detect these alternate realities. Hawking famously believed in the existence of multiple universes, suggesting that our own universe is just one of many. His final work combined ideas from cosmology and quantum physics, offering methods for scientists to look for signs of other worlds, perhaps even those harboring different laws of physics. Imagine the possibilities if we could communicate with or observe these universes. Hawking's relentless curiosity and innovative thinking pushed the limits of what we understand about existence. And it's fascinating to think his last contributions might someday lead us to uncover extraordinary discoveries about the cosmos. What secrets could parallel universes hold for us? Did you know drive-thrus started in Arizona? This clever concept first emerged in 1975 as a solution to military policies that prevented soldiers from dining inside restaurants while wearing their uniforms. The idea was simple yet revolutionary. allows service from the convenience of a vehicle. With this innovation, restaurants could serve meals quicker and improve accessibility for those on the go. Over the years, the drive-thru evolved from a necessity into a beloved part of American culture. Fast food chains embraced it, and soon people everywhere were enjoying their favorite meals without leaving their cars. Today, the drive-thru is found at a myriad of establishments, not just fast food outlets, showcasing its impact on modern dining habits. Next time you grab a burger or coffee from your car, remember the ingenuity that made it possible. Isn't it fascinating how one idea can change eating habits across the nation? Guess what really drives the alkaline diet craze? Proponents of the alkaline diet claim that lemons, although they taste sour, can actually make your body more alkaline. This idea seems appealing, but it's based on a misunderstanding of how our bodies work. You see, our kidneys play a vital role in regulating our blood's acidity and alkalinity. They do this efficiently without the help of specific foods, meaning your diet doesn't need to sway one way or the other. Lemons may be acidic when you eat them, but once they are digested, they don't alter your body's pH levels like some people think. Instead, your body maintains a steady pH balance, keeping everything in check. So while lemons can be a zesty addition to your diet, they won't change your body's chemistry. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies balance everything out without needing special diets? Here's a wild fact about the Hubble Space Telescope. Operational since 1990, this incredible telescope has captured breathtaking images of distant galaxies, allowing us to peek deep into the cosmos. It's like having a time machine, helping scientists understand how stars and galaxies formed billions of years ago. But Hubble isn't the only player in space exploration. Space probes like Voyager 1 and 2, launched back in 1977, are still busy exploring beyond our solar system, collecting amazing data about interstellar space. Meanwhile, SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, is revolutionizing how we reach the stars. Their reusable rockets are cutting down the cost of space travel, making it more accessible than ever. Looking to the future, the James Webb Space Telescope, designed to surpass Hubble, will delve even deeper into cosmic mysteries and help us learn more about the formation of early stars and galaxies. What incredible discoveries lie ahead? Ever thought about why Earth needs the sun? Without the sun's powerful gravitational pull, our planet could face a terrifying fate. Imagine a catastrophic radioactive storm taking over Earth, leaving it to drift aimlessly through the vastness of space, much like a kite with its strings severed. In this dire scenario, Earth's trajectory would no longer be stable, transforming it into something akin to a leaf floating unpredictably on water. The sun's gravity keeps us in a steady orbit, providing the essential light and warmth that sustains life. If Earth were to lose this gravitational tether, everything from our climate to our ability to grow food would be thrown into chaos. So while the sun shines brightly in our sky today, it's important to remember how vital it really is for our survival and stability in the cosmos. Did you know roller coasters originated in Russia? It might surprise you to learn that the thrilling rides we enjoy today have roots dating back to the 17th century in Russia. Back then, daring adventurers would glide down icy wooden ramps using simple equipment like straw mats or blocks of ice. These primitive rides tapped into the excitement of gravity, providing a rush without any of the safety features familiar to modern coasters. Picture a frozen landscape with excited crowds gathered to witness the brave souls sliding down, shrieking with joy and fear. While safety measures were non-existent, the exhilaration of racing downhill was powerful enough to inspire what would eventually evolve into the intricately designed roller coasters we know today. Isn't it fascinating how a simple ice slide transformed into multi-looping, high-speed marvels? This journey from icy slopes to steel tracks showcases our love for adventure and innovation. Ever wonder how fast a falling raindrop is? Surprisingly, the fastest recorded speed of a raindrop hitting the ground is about 30 kilometers per hour. That's like a sprinter zooming down the track. When raindrops start to fall from clouds, they begin small, usually around the size of a pea. As they descend, they accumulate more water, growing bigger and heavier. This acceleration through the atmosphere happens until they reach their terminal velocity, which is the point where the force of gravity pulling them down is balanced by air resistance pushing up against them. For most raindrops, this balancing act results in a speedy fall, but larger drops can ultimately slow down due to increased surface area. Raindrops can't go much faster than 30 kilometers per hour before breaking apart. So the next time you get caught in the rain, you'll know those droplets aren't just gentle, they're racing toward you. Did you know that Renault 5 has a quirky US name? In the United States, the iconic Renault 5 was cleverly marketed as La Car, which translates to the car in French. This catchy title aimed to emphasize simplicity and accessibility, appealing to an audience eager for practicality in their vehicles. Debuting in the mid-1970s, La Car became known for its compact design, making it perfect for urban driving. Its unique style and functionality stood out during a time when larger cars dominated the market. The Renault 5 was not just a mode of transportation, it symbolized efficient driving without sacrificing personality. With its enjoyable driving experience and classic look, many Americans embrace La Car as an affordable and stylish option. Today, the Renault 5 remains a beloved classic, remembered for its charm and contribution to automotive history. Can you imagine driving such a small but impactful car? Prepare to be amazed by your brain's power. Did you know that the human brain operates using about the same amount of energy as a small 10-watt light bulb? This surprising fact highlights just how efficient our brains really are. Despite managing complex tasks, from solving math problems to creating art, our brains use only a tiny amount of power compared to many other machines. This remarkable efficiency is essential for survival, as it allows us to think, learn, and interact without draining our energy reserves. The brain's energy comes primarily from glucose, a type of sugar that fuels its activities. This means that while we might feel mentally exhausted after a long day, our brains are often using less power than you would expect. Isn't it incredible how such an intricate system can work on so little? How do we make the most of this amazing organ? Is it really true that Manhattan was once wild? Yes, it is. Long before the bustling city and towering skyscrapers we know today, Manhattan was a vibrant landscape filled with forests, streams, and a variety of wildlife. Imagine roaming through thick woods where deer graze peacefully and bears roam freely. The island was home to Native American tribes who lived off the land, hunting and fishing in the abundant resources. As European settlers arrived, they began to transform this wilderness into a bustling urban center, leading to the iconic skyline we're familiar with. In the 1600s, the area underwent rapid development, with streets and buildings replacing the lush landscape. Today, while you might see pigeons and squirrels in Central Park, it's hard to believe that bears once called this place home. What do you think it would be like to experience that wild Manhattan? Believe it or not, mice were pioneers in space travel. In 1958, the United States launched an important experiment by sending two mice named Alaska and Benji into space. These little critters traveled in custom-designed capsules to study how living organisms react in zero gravity. Scientists wanted to see if animals could survive the unique conditions of space, which was a crucial step toward human spaceflight. Their mission provided valuable insights into the biological effects of microgravity, helping researchers understand what living beings might face during extended space missions. This early experiment paved the way for the monumental Apollo moon landings, setting the stage for humans to venture into the cosmos. By observing Alaska and Benji, scientists learned more about survival in space, a vital piece of knowledge that would benefit future astronauts. Can you imagine the tiny heartbeats of these brave mice as they soared into the unknown? Hard to believe, but crows gather as a murder. This intriguing name isn't about crime, it's a term steeped in history and folklore. The word murder reflects the mysterious reputation crows have held for centuries, often associated with omens in the supernatural. Crows are incredibly intelligent birds known for their problem-solving skills and social behavior. When they form a group, their dynamics can be fascinating. They communicate through a variety of calls and displays, which can make their gatherings lively and chaotic. Interestingly, these gatherings aren't always ominous. They can represent social gatherings or family meetings among crows. In some cultures, crows are seen as symbols of change or guardians of the underworld. So next time you see a flock of crows, remember they're not just hanging around aimlessly. Instead, they may be discussing their latest adventures or planning their next move in a world that often misreads their dark reputation. Did you know the F and J keys help you type better? These small bumps on your keyboard are more than just a quirky design feature. They play a crucial role in touch typing. When you place your index fingers on the F and J keys, it's like finding a starting line for your fingers. From there, you can easily navigate to other keys by feel alone, without needing to glance down. This technique not only enhances your typing speed, but also boosts your accuracy, making it especially advantageous for professional typists who rely on swift and precise input. By mastering the home row, which comprises the keys A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, and semicolon, you can increase your typing efficiency and save time in tasks ranging from writing essays to coding. So next time you sit down at your keyboard, remember those little bumps. They're your secret allies in the quest for typing proficiency. What if I told you yogurt boosts gut health? Yogurt is more than just a tasty snack. It's a powerhouse of digestive benefits. Many yogurts contain live cultures packed with probiotics, the friendly bacteria that support a balanced gut. These probiotics can help with digestion, promoting a healthier digestive system overall. However, it's crucial to be picky when choosing yogurt. Not all yogurts are created equal. Some are loaded with added sugars or toppings that can undermine their health benefits. To truly reap the rewards, look for plain yogurt that explicitly mentions live active cultures on the label. By skipping sugary varieties, you can enjoy yogurt's natural flavor while boosting your gut health. Incorporating yogurt into your daily routine might even help with digestion-related issues like bloating and discomfort. So next time you're in the dairy aisle, remember to check those labels. Opt for varieties that fully support your health goals. Your gut will thank you later. Hard to believe, but 69% of perfect SAT scores rejected. Between 2008 and 2010, Stanford University had an incredibly selective admissions process, turning away a staggering 69% of applicants who achieved a perfect SAT score. This statistic reveals just how competitive it is to get accepted into one of the top universities in the United States. Many students assume that a flawless score guarantees them a spot, but Stanford looks for much more than academic achievement. The admissions team evaluates factors like extracurricular activities, personal essays, and letters of recommendation to find candidates who not only excel in academics, but also show leadership potential and a unique perspective. With such high stakes, students must prepare to stand out in a sea of impressive applications. So what can potential applicants learn from this? Achieving a perfect score is great, but it's only part of the journey. This might surprise you. The moon has water. In 2024, scientists made an astonishing discovery by confirming the existence of a continuously regenerating thin layer of water on the moon. Given the moon's notoriously dry and airless surface, this finding turns our previous understanding on its head. So how does this happen? The water forms through a chemical reaction between hydrogen ions from the solar wind and oxygen present in the lunar soil. Imagine the moon as a tiny, self-renewing water factory in the vastness of space. This exciting revelation not only adds a new layer to our knowledge about the moon, but also hints at the potential for future space exploration. If the moon can produce its own water, what other secrets might it hold? This discovery could reshape our approaches to manned missions and even the prospect of long-term base camps on lunar soil. Who knew the moon had such surprises waiting for us? Ever thought about why Grenada's underwater art is so special? In 2006, British sculptor Jason de Caires Taylor turned a beautiful stretch of Molinaire Bay into a breathtaking underwater sculpture park. This remarkable collection features stunning pieces that invite visitors to explore the vibrant world beneath the waves. The sculptures aren't just lovely to look at, they've also become a thriving habitat for marine life. Fish, coral, and other sea creatures have made their homes among these art pieces, creating a unique blend of creativity and nature. Divers and snorkelers flock to the site, witnessing firsthand the colorful marine ecosystem that flourishes there. It's like swimming through a living gallery. As the sculptures continue to evolve with nature over time, they remind us of the powerful bond between art and the environment. How cool is that? Guess what really drives ancient stepwells? These magnificent structures, like the one built in the 9th century, showcase incredible engineering and foresight. This particular stepwell is famous for its depth, with around 3,500 steps spiraling down to a depth of 43 feet. Imagine plunging into the cool, refreshing water after making your way down all those steps. In regions where water is scarce, stepwells like this were crucial for storing groundwater and ensuring communities could thrive in hot, dry climates. Each step not only served a practical purpose, but created a beautiful, intricate design. People would gather at these stepwells, making them social hubs as well as essential water sources. Today, many of these ancient structures stand as stunning testaments to human ingenuity, offering a glimpse into how our ancestors adapted to their environment. How much do you think we could learn from these ancient water-saving techniques? Did you know wristwatches are usually on the left wrist? This tradition dates back to the early days of wristwatches and has a practical origin. Most people are right-handed, making it easier for them to adjust their watch using their dominant hand when it's worn on the left. This simple adjustment method reduces the risk of clumsily damaging the watch during everyday activities. The practice became especially popular among soldiers, who needed quick access to their timepieces without interfering with their weapons or equipment. Wearing a watch on the left wrist allowed them to see the time at a glance while remaining ready for action. Today, this custom is still widely followed, proving that some habits stick around for good reasons. So next time you glance at your wrist, think about how this tradition has shaped the way we wear watches. Hard to believe, but Uluru is taller than the Eiffel Tower. Standing proudly at 348 meters, 142 feet, this stunning sandstone monolith is not just a remarkable geological formation, it holds immense cultural and spiritual importance for the indigenous people of Australia. Known as Ayers Rock to many, Uluru is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the country. While there are larger monoliths around the world, none can rival the depth of connection that Uluru has with the Anangu people, who consider it a sacred site. Visitors flock from all over the globe to witness its breathtaking sunrises and sunsets, which cast a mesmerizing palette of colors upon its rocky surface. Hiking around Uluru's base offers a glimpse into its rich heritage, showcasing ancient rock art and stories that date back thousands of years. How does nature blend with culture in such a captivating way? Discover the mysterious unclaimed land of Bir Tawil. Nestled between Egypt and Sudan, Bir Tawil is an intriguing piece of land that nobody officially claims. This small, unoccupied territory has sparked curiosity and debate among nations. Egypt and Sudan both assert that it belongs to them, yet neither has shown interest in governing it. As a result, this unique parcel continues to exist in a state of legal limbo, untouched by human development. Tourists may not flock there, but it has become a talking point for geopolitics and international law. The lack of ownership means that no one can build homes, farms, or businesses on Bir Tawil. Imagine a place where no government has a say. This situation raises fascinating questions about how borders are defined and what happens to land that falls through the cracks of international agreements. Could this be the last unclaimed spot in Africa? Most people don't know this, but fences can be awesome. The dingo fence in Australia is a remarkable structure, stretching over 3,480 miles, making it the longest fence in the world. Built primarily to protect vulnerable livestock from wild dingoes, this impressive barrier showcases human ingenuity in managing nature. The fence runs through many landscapes, from rolling hills to arid desert, and was initially constructed in the 1880s. Farmers constructed it to help safeguard their sheep and cattle from the clever dingoes that roam freely. Not only does the dingo fence protect livestock, but it also highlights the fascinating interactions between humans and wildlife in Australia. Imagine a fence so long that it could wrap around the entire perimeter of the state of Kansas. This colossal structure serves as a symbol of agricultural determination, reflecting how communities have adapted to their environment. Next time you think of a fence, remember that in Australia it represents resilience and a unique relationship with nature. Would you take a road trip to see the longest fence in the world? Extreme ironing combines chores and adventures in wild locations. This quirky activity takes a simple household task and turns it into an exhilarating experience. Picture someone standing on a mountain peak, confidently ironing a shirt, or a brave soul floating through the sky while ironing away. Extreme ironing started in the 1980s as a humorous way to showcase the ridiculousness of everyday chores by taking them to extraordinary places. People have ironed while surfing, rock climbing, and even bungee jumping. The goal is to blend the ordinary with the extraordinary, creating funny photos and unforgettable stories. Enthusiasts believe that if you can manage to keep a shirt wrinkle-free in the most outrageous settings, you can tackle anything life throws at you. Moreover, events and competitions have popped up around the globe, where participants show off their most creative ironing spots. Extreme ironing isn't just about the laughs, it's also about pushing boundaries and embracing adventure. So are you ready to take your ironing board on an unforgettable journey? Ever wonder how much air weighs on Earth? It might surprise you to learn that the total weight of all the air surrounding our planet is about 11 quintillion pounds. That's a mind-boggling number that highlights just how vast and essential our atmosphere really is. You can think of it like a giant blanket wrapping around Earth, providing the necessary conditions for life to thrive. The atmosphere is filled with gases like oxygen and nitrogen, which plants need for photosynthesis and humans need for breathing. Furthermore, it plays a crucial role in protecting us from harsh solar radiation and maintaining our planet's temperature. Without this incredible weight of air, many processes that support life on Earth wouldn't be possible. So next time you take a deep breath, remember that you're not just inhaling air, you're also part of this awe-inspiring system that weighs a staggering 11 quintillion pounds and keeps our world alive. Did you know about the Folsom Prison lawsuit? Johnny Cash's classic song, Folsom Prison Blues, took a page from Gordon Jenkins' earlier work, Crescent City Blues. Cash was inspired by Jenkins' tune, which features a similar melody and theme of regret and confinement. What's fascinating is that Jenkins didn't even realize Cash had used his song as inspiration until it became a hit. This oversight led Jenkins to file a copyright lawsuit against Cash, illustrating just how tricky the music industry can be when it comes to inspiration and ownership. The case was eventually settled out of court for a whopping $75,000, highlighting the often unseen legal battles that accompany creativity. It's a reminder that while music can inspire, it can also lead to complicated issues regarding rights and recognition. Isn't it intriguing how creativity and legalities can intersect in unexpected ways? Have you ever wondered about the world's biggest cucumbers? In 2010, global cucumber production astonishingly reached 57.5 million tons, and a huge chunk of that came straight from China, which contributed an impressive 47 million tons. This makes China the reigning champion of cucumber production, accounting for more than 70% of the world's total output. Cucumbers are refreshing veggies, often enjoyed in salads or pickled for tasty snacks. Their remarkable growth in China is thanks to advanced agricultural practices and ideal growing conditions. Farmers work hard to cultivate high-quality cucumbers that not only feed local communities, but also meet global export demands. Ever thought about where your crunchy cucumber slices come from? China's dominance in cucumber farming showcases how agricultural innovation can lead to bountiful harvests, benefiting both farmers and consumers worldwide. Isn't it fascinating how one country can influence the global cucumber market so profoundly? Guess what really drives pyramid numbers in Germany? It turns out that Germany is home to more pyramids than Egypt. While many people picture the grand and ancient structures of the Egyptian pyramids, Germany boasts a surprising collection of pyramids, primarily built in the 19th and 20th centuries. Many of these are not as well known, but they include impressive monuments and structures dedicated to various purposes, ranging from mausoleums to sugar factories. One striking example is the pyramidal sugar factory in the town of Lichtenberg, which was constructed in 1850. These unique pyramids reflect the creativity and industrial spirit of German architecture over the years. So next time someone mentions pyramids, don't just think of the Giza Plateau in Egypt. Remember that Germany has its own fascinating contributions to this iconic shape. Can you imagine what else is hidden in Germany's diverse history? You won't believe this about Lucky Diamond Rich, the most tattooed man in the world. With his body nearly entirely covered in tattoos, he has turned his skin into a canvas of personal stories and experiences. Lucky has spent over 1,000 hours under the tattoo needle, transforming his appearance into something truly unique. Each tattoo has a special meaning, representing different aspects of his life, philosophy, or memories. Can you imagine the dedication it takes to commit to such a transformation? Lucky Diamond Rich didn't just get a few quick designs. He meticulously crafted a living art piece that reflects who he is. This remarkable journey has made him a celebrity, capturing the fascination of people around the globe. Would you ever consider covering your skin with stories and art like he did? Did you know the Falkland Islands have more sheep than people? This fascinating fact highlights the unique lifestyle on these remote islands, located in the South Atlantic Ocean. The Falkland Islands boast about 500,000 sheep compared to just around 3,400 residents. This impressive ratio stems from the island's rich grasslands, which are perfect for sheep grazing. Wool production has been a key part of the island's economy for years, allowing residents to thrive while maintaining a rural lifestyle. Despite their limited population, the islanders enjoy a close-knit community, engaging in farming and fishing practices that have been passed down through generations. The sheep also play a crucial role in the local culture, featuring in festivals and everyday life. Next time you think of the Falkland Islands, remember the surprising fact that these sheep outnumber people by a large margin. Hard to believe, but Lego figures outnumber us. With over 8 billion little Lego minifigures produced, there are actually more of these colorful characters than there are humans on our planet. This staggering statistic makes you wonder, what if these tiny figures could think and feel? Imagining how they might interact with us sparks all kinds of fun scenarios. Picture a Lego minifigure communicating with you after a long day, offering advice on building your dream car, or even giving you a pep talk. It's a humorous thought that showcases our fascination with these playful toys. Beyond the laughs, this fact also highlights the incredible reach of Lego as a brand, captivating young and old alike for decades. So as you step on a wayward Lego brick, remember, you're just one among billions, while a whole universe of tiny friends awaits in your toy box. Did you know the Mahabharata is that long? This incredible epic contains over 100,000 couplets, making it one of the longest literary works in history. In comparison, the well-known Greek epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey, are significantly shorter when combined. This massive length isn't just a fun fact, it poses challenges for historians and readers. Imagine trying to digest such an expansive story, filled with intricate plots, numerous characters, and rich philosophical insights. Scholars often find themselves sifting through various versions and translations, complicating the task of capturing the essence of this ancient text. For readers, especially those new to the Mahabharata, it can feel overwhelming. Yet the epic offers profound lessons in duty, morality, and the complexities of human nature. So whether diving into the pages of this classic or simply marveling at its scope, the Mahabharata truly captivates those seeking to explore its depths. Did you know about Chariklo's surprising rings? This little celestial body, orbiting the sun between Saturn and Uranus, has set itself apart in an astonishing way. Chariklo is the smallest known object in our solar system with a ring system, measuring just 250 kilometers wide. Unlike the massive giants Saturn or Jupiter, which boast grand and dazzling rings, Chariklo's rings are more subtle yet equally fascinating. Discovered in 1997, this asteroid surprised astronomers when they found that it has two distinct rings, making it a topic of keen interest among space enthusiasts and scientists alike. These rings likely form from debris created during collisions or from material ejected from Chariklo itself. As we continue to explore our solar system, Chariklo reminds us that even the tiniest objects can hold extraordinary features. What other secrets do you think our solar system hides? This might surprise you. Moore's law still holds strong. Introduced by Gordon Moore in 1965, this law predicts that the number of transistors on a microchip doubles roughly every 2 years. That means your devices are getting smaller, faster, and more powerful at an astonishing rate. Moore observed that as technology improves, it becomes cheaper and more efficient to produce these tiny components. Imagine your smartphone today, which packs a processor millions of times more powerful than the computers used to land a man on the moon. This rapid advancement isn't just about speed, it also fuels innovation across industries, from healthcare to entertainment. Engineers and scientists are constantly pushing boundaries, setting the stage for exciting technologies like artificial intelligence and quantum computing. As we look to the future, the question is, how will we harness this explosive growth to benefit society? Let's uncover the truth about U.S. presidential parties. Abraham Lincoln, who served as the 16th president from 1861 to 1865, was the very first leader from the Republican Party. This was a significant shift in American politics, as it established the Republican Party as a major power, especially during a time of great national turmoil. On the other hand, Andrew Jackson was the first president from the Democratic Party, serving from 1829 to 1837. His presidency marked the beginning of a new era for the Democrats, emphasizing a government that was more responsive to the common man. It's fascinating to see how these two presidents, representing different parties, shaped the political landscape of their time. The contrasting visions of Lincoln and Jackson still play a role in how we view political affiliations today. How did their legacies influence modern politics? Let's uncover the truth about tension and history. The line mentioned in the text symbolizes a deep-rooted tension and a complex history. This isn't just any line. It represents a place that has been caught in a prolonged state of waiting for peace. Think about it. Sometimes even the thinnest lines draw stark divides. They can tell powerful stories of conflict, struggle, and the yearning for harmony. When we pause to consider these boundaries, we realize they hold so much meaning. They are reminders of the battles fought and the hopes that linger. This line invites us to reflect on the journeys taken by people who have longed for resolution. Every mark on the map not only demarcates territory, but also echoes the voices of those who have lived through unrest. Can we learn from these stories and strive for a better future together? Did you know that you spray saliva while speaking? It's true, on average, a person expels about 300 microscopic saliva droplets every minute, which amounts to roughly 2.5 droplets for each word spoken. Imagine having a conversation with someone and unknowingly showering them with tiny droplets. This fascinating fact highlights how our bodies work continuously, even when we're chatting about everyday things. Saliva plays crucial roles in digestion and keeping our mouths healthy, but it also escapes when we talk. Have you ever noticed someone talking and wondered if they were getting too close for comfort? While it might sound a bit gross, remember that we're all doing it, and the droplets are so small that they're hardly noticeable. So next time you strike up a conversation, just think about this tiny but interesting aspect of human communication. Did you know camels can go weeks without water? These incredible animals have evolved some remarkable survival techniques that enable them to thrive in harsh desert climates. Camels can last an amazing 2 weeks without a single drop of water thanks to their unique physiology. They have the ability to conserve water by reducing perspiration and even controlling their body temperature, which helps them stay cool during the intense heat of the day. When they finally get a chance to hydrate, they can gulp down a staggering 150 liters in just one sitting. This means a camel can survive scorching temperatures and long journeys through the desert by storing water efficiently in its body. Their bodies also store fat in their humps, which can be transformed into moisture when digested. This amazing adaptation allows them not only to survive, but to thrive in an environment that would dehydrate most other animals in just a few hours. Isn't it fascinating how nature equips certain creatures with such extraordinary abilities to withstand extreme conditions? Guess what really drives your appetite and mood? Brightly colored fruits and vegetables do more than just look good on your plate. They can actually enhance your dining experience. Studies have shown that vibrant colors like orange carrots, red tomatoes, and yellow peppers are often associated with flavor and nutrition, making them irresistible to our senses. Yellow, in particular, evokes a sense of energy and excitement, which can stimulate your appetite and elevate your mood. Think about it. When you see a bright fruit salad or a colorful veggie platter, doesn't it make you feel happier? These colors are not just for aesthetics. They often indicate the presence of vitamins and antioxidants that promote health. So next time you prepare a meal, remember to include those eye-catching fruits and veggies. It might just brighten your mood and nourish your body. You won't believe this about Goodyear's glowing tires. Back in 1960, Goodyear, a giant in tire manufacturing, was working on a dazzling innovation: glowing tires. The idea was to create tires that lit up, making vehicles more visible at night and adding a futuristic flair to driving. However, the company eventually decided against the launch. Their main concern was that the lights could distract drivers rather than aid them. Imagine the impact glowing tires would have had on safety and vehicle design. Although the idea might sound like something from a sci-fi movie, it reflects the ongoing quest for innovation in automotive technology. Today, safety and visibility are still top priorities for manufacturers, but glowing tires remain a fascinating what-if in automotive history. How different might night driving have been if Goodyear had taken that leap into the light? What if I told you about the giant kelenken? This incredible prehistoric bird roamed South America and stood up to 10 feet tall, making it one of the largest avian predators ever discovered. With a massive 16-inch beak, the kelenken was equipped to hunt and feed on a variety of prey, similar to some dinosaurs. Imagine a bird so big it could give a T-Rex a run for its money. Scientists believe the kelenken lived during an era when the landscape was rich with other large creatures, which likely shaped its evolutionary traits, helping it to become a dominant predator. This impressive bird represents just one of the many fascinating species that lived millions of years ago, highlighting the incredible diversity of life on Earth during prehistoric times. How did such a majestic creature fit into its ecosystem? Believe it or not, the Indian giant squirrel is massive. This impressive creature can stretch over 3 feet long, including its bushy tail, making it a true giant among squirrels. Weighing in at up to 4.4 pounds, it easily outshines the typical common squirrel, which is usually only about 22 inches long and weighs between 0.55 and 0.75 pounds. Found primarily in the forests of India, this vibrant animal sports a stunning coat of fur, often showcasing colors from deep black to bright orange. The Indian giant squirrel is not just about size, it's also known for its remarkable agility, leaping from tree to tree with ease as it forages for fruits, nuts, and flowers. As these squirrels play an important role in their ecosystem, helping to disperse seeds, they add a special charm to the woodlands they inhabit. Could there be a more fascinating sight than this large, colorful creature bounding through the treetops? Did you know Venice is built on a unique archipelago? The stunning city of Venice, Italy, is unlike any other city in the world, as it's constructed on a unique archipelago of 118 islands. These islands are interconnected by an intricate network of canals and bridges, giving Venice its enchanting charm. Historically, this floating city rose from marshy lagoons to become a major maritime power in the Middle Ages. The ingenious architects and engineers of the past created sturdy foundations using wooden piles that still support the stunning architecture today. Strolling through Venice's narrow alleyways or taking a gondola ride provides a glimpse into its rich history and cultural heritage. Despite its beauty, Venice faces challenges from rising sea levels and tourist traffic. Understanding the city's fascinating structure can deepen your appreciation for its art, history, and the efforts to preserve its future. Isn't it incredible how a city can be built on water? Hard to believe, but Paris Hilton is more than an heiress. This iconic figure, known for her last name associated with luxury hotels, has carved out a unique space in entertainment and business since the late 1990s. While many first knew her as a socialite and reality TV star on shows like The Simple Life, Paris has worked hard to move beyond that initial image. She has built a successful brand that includes fashion, fragrances, and even a DJ career that draws crowds around the world. Paris's entrepreneurial spirit shines through her multiple ventures, including her own line of beauty products, which showcases her personal style. Her blend of glamour and hard work not only changed how we view social media influencers, but also inspired countless others to pursue their passions. So what makes Paris Hilton a modern-day mogul? Guess what really drives up your internet bill? In the early days of the internet, AOL, one of the pioneers in providing online access, charged users an hourly fee for connecting. To maximize their profits, they developed a sneaky tactic, rounding up each session to the next full minute. This meant if you finished a session in, say, 12 minutes and 46 seconds, AOL would bill you for a full 14 minutes. Imagine that, 15 extra seconds added to each connection, really piling up over time. While this might seem like a small change, it significantly affected monthly bills for many internet users. People often felt frustrated, especially as they watched their costs rise without clearly understanding why. This practice highlighted how businesses can cleverly manipulate billing to boost profits, leading to mixed feelings about internet access that was both revolutionary and, at times, frustrating. Here's a wild fact about paper cuts. While they seem small, paper cuts can be surprisingly painful. The reason lies in the jagged edges of paper that tear the skin rather than slicing cleanly, making the injury feel more intense. This tearing effect exposes the nerve endings, leaving them vulnerable to air and movement. You might notice how a paper cut stings or burns, especially when you touch it or wash your hands. Interestingly, these tiny cuts often don't bleed much, which makes the pain even more noticeable. Since we use paper daily, whether to write notes or read books, it's no wonder that paper cuts are a common annoyance. But why do these little injuries hurt so much more than expected? Perhaps it's because our fingertips are loaded with nerve endings, making them super sensitive to even minor injuries. Next time you get a paper cut, just remember it's all about those pesky, sharp edges. Legendary Pokemon bring magic to every adventure. These rare and powerful creatures like Mewtwo and Rayquaza play a crucial role in the enchanting world of Pokemon. First introduced in the original games, these legends are not just strong, they are steeped in rich lore and mystery that capture the imagination of fans around the globe. Imagine exploring a game world where the ultimate goal is to encounter one of these mythical beings. They often serve as the centerpiece of thrilling stories in video games and animated films alike. Players embark on quests filled with challenges and excitement, driven by the chance to catch or battle these extraordinary Pokemon. Their designs are unique and often symbolize themes like hope, power, or the balance of nature, making them not only fun to play with, but also meaningful in the Pokemon universe. Each legendary has its own backstory, contributing to the overall tapestry of Pokemon lore. So what new adventures await when you seek these incredible creatures? Why is there a giant banana in Coffs Harbour? This quirky attraction is a massive fiberglass banana that towers over visitors, drawing in tourists from around the world. Established in the 1960s, this fun landmark celebrates the region's rich banana growing history. The giant banana stands at 7 meters tall and is a beloved symbol of the area. As you stroll through Coffs Harbour, the banana offers a perfect photo opportunity, making it an essential stop for people looking to capture a unique moment. Local businesses often embrace this fun vibe. Nearby cafes and shops feature banana-themed merchandise. The town is not just known for its stunning beaches and beautiful scenery, but also for its lighthearted spirit, reminding us how unusual landmarks can bring joy and create a sense of community. So next time you're in Coffs Harbour, don't forget to snap a picture with this giant fruity friend. Why exactly does toilet access need legal protection? In many communities, access to clean and safe toilets is a basic necessity, essential for public health and dignity. Legal protections for toilet facilities ensure that everyone has the right to use sanitary restroom services, preventing potential health crises that can arise from inadequate sanitation. For instance, in specific areas, local laws might dictate that public toilets are maintained to certain standards, safeguarding hygiene and reducing the risk of disease spread. This intersection of public health and legal frameworks not only emphasizes the importance of cleanliness, but also promotes awareness about the barriers some individuals face, especially in underserved communities. Without these protections, the most vulnerable populations, such as those experiencing homelessness, could be left without proper facilities, leading to dire consequences. So the next time you use a restroom, think about the laws that help keep those facilities available and what a difference they make in the daily lives of many. Think sloths are slow? They can be clumsy too. Sloths are adorable creatures known for their leisurely pace and tree-hanging lifestyle. However, did you know they sometimes grab their own arms, mistaking them for branches? This funny habit can lead to slips and falls from trees, which is quite surprising for such slow-moving animals. Sloths have a unique way of life, spending most of their time in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America, where their slow metabolism helps them conserve energy. Their instinctive actions, like grabbing onto their own limbs, might seem humorous, but they reflect a different understanding of their environment. Despite their cute and cuddly appearance, sloths face various challenges in the wild, including habitat loss and predators. So the next time you see a sloth hanging out in a tree, remember that while they may look relaxed, they're also navigating the tricky world around them. Isn't it fascinating how their instincts can sometimes lead to such quirky behaviors? Here's what actually happens when a kid becomes Pope. Pope Benedict XI holds the unusual title of being the youngest pope in history, elected at just 12 years old. Imagine being a preteen responsible for leading the Catholic Church during one of its most tumultuous periods. His reign, which began in the early 11th century, was filled with scandal and controversy, often overshadowing his young age. With little life experience, Benedict XI faced immense challenges that ultimately led to his downfall. His youth made it difficult for him to navigate the complexities of church politics and the demands of the papacy. As a result, he was forced to step down, leaving a legacy that raises questions about the qualifications necessary to hold such a significant position at such a tender age. The story of Pope Benedict IX reminds us of the complexities of leadership and the impact of age on responsibility. Mind-blowing fact about the origin of lies. The term lie was first coined by Dr. Sue in the 1950s in Korea, marking a pivotal moment in our understanding of honesty. This concept transformed how societies viewed truthfulness and deception, leading to the rise of etiquette surrounding these ideas. Before Dr. Sue's groundbreaking definition, discussions about honesty were often vague and lacked structure. As his ideas spread, they prompted people to think more critically about the importance of truth in communication. The etiquette that emerged encouraged transparency and responsibility in sharing information, shaping social interactions significantly. Today, we continue to grapple with the complexities of honesty, especially in a world overflowing with information. Understanding where the term lie originated gives us insight into how language can influence our behaviors and relationships. Every time we navigate conversations, we dance between honesty and deception, highlighting the necessity of Dr. Seuss's teachings. What other terms have such fascinating origins?